Me now is Katrina Pitts, and she came up all the way from Florida. She did not make it to the 10-year reunion, but she's here for the 20. What are you doing nowadays, Katrina?
I'm a banker in Orange Park, Florida.
How long have you been down there?
Since 1987.
And what do you do with the banking industry?
I'm a commercial lender.
And tell us a little bit about your family.
I have 2 children. Heather's 13, Garrett's 12, a husband. I'm riding a Harley Davidson. I play a lot of golf, tennis, and I guess that's it.
Well, golf and the banking industry seem to go hand in hand, so that's, I can understand that a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about high school. Do you remember anything from Elston back in the 70s?
Oh, it was great. The pep rallies, the basketball games, those are the best memories, in my opinion.
And your sophomore year, if I'm not mistaken, you were a cheerleader?
Yes, sophomore year I was. Rah, rah, rah.
Any reason why you didn't pursue it beyond that?
Well, I did, but I didn't make it, remember?
No, I don't remember. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I don't know what happened, but it was fun. I went to all the games anyway, and the cheerleaders were great.
The cheerleaders were great. You tried out and were cut, is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 11th grade, and then 12th grade I didn't try out.
You didn't try out, alrighty. Now, I remember you a little bit out of high school. You used to wait on me for about a year or so at the old First Bank at Eastgate Plaza. Do you remember that?
It's the beginning of my banking career, yes. And it's escalated from there. That was a lot of fun.
And you were a teller, and I used to see you. You used to come in and chat and talk. It was kind of nice to see somebody my own age when I went to a bank.
Right. And I've just pursued it from there. I've been in it now for 19 years, I guess. So
that's really good. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody's going to need banks.
That's exactly right.
Is your bank all set for the Y2K situation?
Yes, we are. We sure are. Year and a half we've been working on it now.
You came with your younger sister, Letitia,
yes.
And she's an 80 graduate of Elston, and she's having a good time. I bumped into both of you at Harmony. I was kind of surprised to see her, but I'm having a good time visiting with her tonight. So let's talk a little bit about Letitia.
Oh, okay. What do you want to know?
Anything you can tell me that's good.
Well, she's a sweetheart. She and I are best friends. We hated each other in high school. We're best friends now. She's my date this year. I will be her date next year. Because the husbands don't, I mean, if you don't know anybody, it'd be pretty boring. She married a wild man from the bayous in Louisiana. He's a real...
Did she meet her match?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, she did. But she's still kind of wild and crazy. If you remember what she was like in high school, she hasn't changed much.
I can't help but point out one thing, and we're not going to really get on our soapbox here about Letitia, but I know juniors and seniors sometimes would be together in classes. And I had her in an accounting class, and she was a junior, and I was a senior. And the teacher, Mr. Sparks, asked her, Letitia, would you answer that question, please? And she says, no. She says, why not? Because I don't want to. And then everybody laughed, and then they went on. So.
Oh, yeah, she'd probably still do the same thing. She hasn't changed that much.
All right. How's the reunion gone for you this year?
It's wonderful. I didn't come to the 10, but the 20 was well worth it. So I think I'll come back for the 30. I'm hoping.
30, all righty. Well, let's hope we all have a 30.
That's exactly right.
Katrina, thank you for visiting with me.
Welcome. Thank you.
These two dignified men that I have with me are Scott Shepard and Brad Smith. Of course, Brad, I've worked with you on the reunion committee. Good job getting some excellent music tonight.
Yeah, it's been a good party. Turned out real well. Got some good friends we haven't seen in a while,
and they're close by right now too.
Very close. And I hope they leave soon.
That's right. Tell me what you're doing nowadays, Brad.
I work up at Niles, Michigan, Tyler Refrigeration, senior analyst, programming some computers, and just have a few kids and living in town, go to the beach a lot, have a good time.
And you're going to have another reunion coming up soon, aren't you?
Oh, in 2 weeks with the Rogers, yeah. My wife went to Rogers in '79, and I'll see a lot of people I know there, too. It'll be fun.
All right, good enough. Scott, where are you at these days?
We're in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I married my junior high sweetheart, Katrina Pitts, that was from our, is also here with us now today.
All right, what are you doing these days, Scott?
I'm a general contractor, and that's it.
That's about 8 children.
11.
11 children.
No, I have 2 children, 7 and 9.
7 and 9. I was going to say if you had 11, maybe you could give a few to Brad. He maybe not his. All right, okay. Hey, what special memories, of any, do you have from high school?
Oh, just what we wrote down, you know, like the basketball games we went to, and especially when we beat Rogers, when they were ranked second. A lot of the parties down at Fedder's Alley. And
I remember that Rogers game.
And those kind of things, you know. Just a lot of big parties.
Scott, how about you?
This is a G show, G-rated show. And I remember some of the similar things like Brad said, the 4 or 5 people that we grew up and the special friends we had, the things that we did together a lot. And it kind of just makes it feel like that tonight with the 4 or 5 people that we grew up with. It was great.
All righty, good enough. Anything else to add, gentlemen?
No, Bill, you having a good time tonight?
I'm having a riot. It's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I'm sort of sorry to see it end. You know, the planning was fun. Getting a hold of some people. You know what? We couldn't find some people, and they came walking in the door tonight.
Well, we got a lot of other people coming in from some other years that just sort of barged in and had a good time.
I did notice that as well. Now, one came with her sister, and she was the guest, but I noticed as the hours are going on, we just got people walking in. But we do have some from our class.
The more the merrier, right?
Brad and Scott, thank you so much.
Thank you.
With me now is Scott Shepard's better half, Katrina Pitts Shepard, and what I remember about you offhand is at the 10-year reunion in 1989, I stopped off at your home afterwards, and you had a few people over, and we had some drinks and a nice visit, so thank you again 10 years later. So, and you're in Kalamazoo. What's got you doing these days?
Well, I work in the basement. He keeps me in the basement of the house, and that's where I work every day, usually in my pajamas, so if you ever talk to me on the phone in my office, you just never know what I'm wearing.
What are you doing?
I work for an international trading corporation, and I do some of their sales and track their shipments around the world.
And you obviously have a computer then?
A few.
A few of them?
Yes, a few.
I like playing with computers. They are really something the last few years, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They are definitely something. My daughter just convinced me for her 9th birthday to buy her internet service, so now we are online as much as I resisted.
Chris, what favorite memories do you have from high school?
Oh, let's see. I can recall going to basketball games with Cindy Clark and sitting in the bleachers and shooting spit wads at the pom-pom girls. That was a big favorite of mine. Spending a lot of time with April Fritsch trying to buy beer at the Lakeshore Deli. Things like that.
And we thought Scott was going to say some negative things. Look at this, beer and causing trouble in the stands. And where is Cindy Clark these days?
I don't know. I think that she is somewhere in Dallas and married and probably with a whole brood of children and probably still a cheerleader.
Oh, really now? It's too bad we didn't get her up here then.
Yeah, it is.
Do you get down to Mich City much? Kalamazoo's not that far away.
Yes, we do. My mother still lives in Westville, so I still come and visit frequently.
All righty, Chris, thank you so much. Scott's doing somersaults in the hallway. You better go get him. Thank you. back in the hallway here at the Holiday Inn at the Elston 20-year 1979 class reunion. Since I'm going to be getting into trouble tonight, it'd be good to get a lawyer, and I have one with me right here, Diana Pearson, who was a graduate of 79. Nice to see you again. It's been a number of years.
Nice to see you too, Bill.
Well, let's talk about what type of law you're practicing in Chicago.
Okay, I'm currently practicing corporate law and commercial litigation.
And what were you doing before law?
Prior to law, I was in international corporate marketing for 7 years.
All right, we've got a noisy hallway here. The party is starting to spill out here a little bit. Do you have any strong memories or any favorite classes or teachers from high school?
I think a lot of my Spanish classes were really important. Roberta Croft was very much of a mentor, and I spent my summer of, I think, my junior year in Spain, and that was wonderful. That was my first introduction to Europe.
Oh, you did a little traveling, didn't you?
I did a little traveling, yes, indeed.
You miss Michigan City much?
I do. My family still resides here, even though I'm in Illinois, but very much so.
You remember me much from high school?
Do I remember much from my...
Me much.
Oh, I do remember you from high school, yes.
Do we leave it at that?
Charming Bill, yes, I think we should.
Oh, brother. All righty. Hey, thank you for your time.
You're welcome, Bill.
That's going to wrap it up here at the Elston 1979 20-year class reunion at the Holiday Inn 1999. A big thank you to all of the classmates who attended and who appeared on camera, and a big thank you to the Elston 1979 Class Reunion Committee for allowing me to stop out tonight, do some interviewing, some rehashing, reliving, and get some footage of the event. Of course, a big thank you to cameraman Dan Smith, who was a big help tonight. That will conclude this edition of Interesting Individuals. Continued success to all the Elston 1979 graduates, wherever they are going to head to after this night. Again, please join us for another show soon.